Welcome back to TV5 News at 9. And if you've tried putting your great room or master bedroom together and you're finding that things just don't fit, well, you're going to want to watch today's edition of Design Time. I'm joined with Kathy Kilborn and our friends at Tri-City Furniture. And, you know, a lot of times, you have a big, large living room and you put your furniture several different ways maybe, but you just can't figure out, where it really belongs. So if somebody needs more items or less items, where do they begin when it comes to purchasing new things and rearranging?
Well, the best thing is to know how much space that you have and then put a plan together.
Okay.
We don't typically decide to go to Florida and just get on the road and start driving. We actually have a plan and we follow it to get there, because if we don't know where we're going, we know that the end results will not be what we really wanted.
Sure.
So we look at the whole plan and we do the floor plan. So we might have pieces you're keeping, adding new pieces, but what we look at is the best setups for the room to give you more seating, a great place for the TV, good vision for the fireplace. So the plan is the key, and that has to do with how much space you have.
And sometimes it's hard for folks to visualize what it will look like. So what can you do that helps with that? That says, okay,
well,
this is
the
what it'll
plan
look like.
will help them to visualize, but once we know the pieces that they want, we have the ability to take the sofa frame and actually put the fabric on it. So you kind of get a snapshot of that piece. And if you're just buying a chair to match into a lot of other things, because you're not going to change everything right now, we have a better visual then of what that piece is going to look like with everything else. But then the next piece that you buy, we go back to the plan and make sure it's getting us to our end result.
Speaking of a chair, you find a chair you like, but nothing goes with it. What do you do?
Well, generally speaking, and I'll just kind of reverse here a little, the correct order to putting a room together is the largest piece first to the smallest piece. And then when we put it in the room, longest piece on long walls and short pieces on short walls. So what happens is we pick just the chair and we want the whole room to work around it. That doesn't always work, and that's the problem, because you're just not sure the balance of that, because maybe we don't know the other pieces.
Sure.
So it's really much better, even if you don't buy it at all the same time, you're going to want to know what that piece is. The chair will fall right into place.
Now, if you want to work with a consultant or designer such as yourself, what do people need to know in terms of the fact that you're not necessarily going to talk them into something that they don't want, right? I mean, how do you kind of go through that process?
Because our concern is always about comfort, many stores do not focus on that. It's all about the look. So we're furniture consultants. We're actually helping you understand furniture quality, comfort, compared to just being a designer. Yes, we have that background. We're not going to let you put something together that doesn't look good, but our first concern is getting a product that you want for the comfort and the space. That's really important. I had a lady in yesterday, she said, I've never heard anybody talk about me fitting something. That's the first concern. It doesn't matter what arm, we can get that. We need to make sure that it fits. So that it's really much better to work that way right from the get-go, and then you know everything is going to work.
Because it's one thing for it to look good, but you want it to be functional and
absolutely and comfortable.
Yes.
Yes.
And Kathy is
we have everything.
Queen of comfort, let me tell you.
The woods, the laminates, we can help you with every aspect of that.
All right. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Design Time on TV5 News at 9 a.m.